Hey guys! Alright, so it is Monday. It is the last week of the last week of the second 6 weeks of school. So Kevin brought the students on a field trip. We are here at the Makeup Artist Project. It is a store and a school where they sell all things cosmetics. And so they have a classroom back here where they do classes. So if you're ever interested in classes, they have amazing education. And then here they have a little photo booth. They've got the bathrooms on that side. So I've got the students back here and they're doing some exploring on what's available in the industry to them. So let me go ahead and flip this around and show you what we have back here. They have brushes, they have hair things. This is the coolest store for makeup. Hi, how are you?
I want this girl. I'm kidding this girl. Because why is this a Miss Angel?
Lots of makeup stuff. And they've got lashes and wigs. They've got good products. Hey guys, so we're here in the lobby here and we're dropping off the projects. Let me show you. Look at that. Very nice. Hello, hey. I'm sorry, I'm eating and talking at the same time. I know it's gross, I apologize. Okay, man, it's October 31st. It's fourth period. Today has literally been nonstop. Like, when I say literally, I mean literally. I mean, I haven't even stopped to use the bathroom. And I gotta go. Okay, you have those days, right, where you just, it's one thing after another. Anyway, so let me tell you about my day thus far. Today, October 31st, is our class social. So what we do, we don't call it a party. Let's do a classroom social. It's for students to get together. Now, the reason why we do that is because our program is a 4-year program. And so my job as the freshman and sophomore teacher is one of my jobs, right? One of the things that I have on my to-do list to ensure that the students stay interested in the program so that we can retain the students and get them through to senior year, okay? Let me backtrack. So years back, when we first opened, we didn't have 9th grade yet, but we started getting principals, and it wasn't cosmetology, it was like principals human services, and I taught that, and there was another teacher that was here, and there's 4 of us. And anyway, so we, through time and experiences, have learned that, or we learned that if students do not stay interested in the program, they will drop. If they don't like what they're doing, like what they're seeing, if they don't feel comfortable, if it's not fun, if it's not interesting, if they're not learning, if they're out. And the numbers we would start at freshman year and end up senior year would always, like, they would dwindle down as, like, you know, and we had some, you know, sometimes at a higher level they would, you know, drop out. So through time we learned what not to do to avoid that and what to do to help retain the students. And as a freshman teacher, because they're the first year, I have got to put everything out there. I've got to make sure it's fun and exciting and interesting and precise as far as like, you know, what the goal is, what the track of the lessons are, and what they're learning, and that they're learning the things, and got to build that positive rapport with the students, and you got to make sure we have team building to make sure we have a strong group of students, and that we don't have any drama, we don't have any fights and cliques, and so that when they get to be a sophomore, that continues to build, and then when they're a junior senior, that's a solid group. That has to, because junior senior year, there's no time. I mean, we don't have time 9th and 10th grade because we won't have class periods only, but they're just busy with the hands-on. There's no time. Senior year, absolutely no time, because they're like busy with the advanced techniques. The first semester and second semester is nothing but state board, and she's got them like this. So I got to do all those things to get all that out of the way the first 2 years. So our socials we do, beginning of the year, at the beginning when we first were here, we weren't allowed to have parties and things like that, and so I would teach my students that, look, when you work in a salon or in the beauty industry or service industry, like cosmetology, you literally work every single day of your life. The only days you have off are New Year's Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. Like, you have 5 days off of the year. Other than that, you're open. Like, people want to get done, they want their hair, they want to be pretty and prepped, and for this is like typical salon, not like a specialty salon, okay, but where they do like body treatments and things like that, but they which there could also be the same case, but you have to be open. So when you do have, and you also, when you're an employer, when you own a salon, you have to have that camaraderie between your employees, so that you have a good positive environment that your employees work in, so that if you want happy customers, you have to have happy employees, and if you don't have that, it's not going to work out for you. I know when I was at the salon for 10 years, it was super important. So I learned from our owner, Lynn Murphy. She taught me all of that, and it's very important to teach the students that you have to have that positive environment in the salon, that positive team feel, and any job, honestly, any group. But so we would do parties, but they wouldn't want to do the day of. Well, you can't do the day of because you're busy the day of doing hair and prepping people, and you're super busy with clients. So our socials, we do them at the beginning of the month. So like Thanksgiving, we have the week of Thanksgiving off, but instead of the day before Thanksgiving break, we do like the first week of Thanksgiving. Or Christmas, we do like the first week of December, something like that. Just because that, to train them that in our industry, that's kind of how it is. And so we do classroom socials, and a social or a gathering is just when students come together and they just, hang out and eat together and sit down and talk, and we put work aside for a minute and we just kind of work on our team, our group, catch up a little bit, because on a day-to-day basis they come in, they work, they leave, and then that's it. There's not a lot of time for any of the socializing. And so it's super important to make sure you have that. I always make sure you have like little goodie bags or something. We have decor. So I was eating a donut a student gave me, which I probably should not be eating. So I'm going to show you what we did. Of course, we have our little pumpkin. Let me flip this around. Okay, so we put all this stuff away. We don't have any cosmetology things out on tables and such, but we have here the students. They didn't push chairs in earlier, but we have the little decorations and stuff, and then we had some tacos that I got from Taco Cabana. So it's a morning class before lunch, so we just got tacos, and then the officers brought some juices. Everybody got a little baggie, there were these baggies right here, and that was it. That's what they ate. And then it's already started putting away all this stuff, and then check out the freshman heads. Check these out. They did such a good job. Wait, I'll show you my favorite one here in a minute. I don't think these are all of them, but this one back here is my absolute favorite. I mean, she did a phenomenal job. Look at that. She did a great job as far as like what the assignment was. Makeup wise, I think could have added a little bit. You know, you've got those students that do a really great job on like the presentation, but as far as the skill of what they learned, they kind of lacks. And so a lot of times for skills or their projects, I feel they're the same way. Like they have a great display, but the actual hair or the actual skill is not there. And I think that you know, that's something we could work on. Like this one is very simple, but the technique that she learned in class was well represented. Same here, like it's very simple, but here technique is done very well. I mean, this is probably one of my favorites as far as like the technique of actual face paint. You know, she did the shadowing, and anyway, so those are the two. We've already taken the students down in the morning to drop off their skull for the nail project, which looks like this. And so those are already over there. I literally didn't pull out any of my Day of the Dead stuff. I'm probably not going to this year. Sometimes, you know, I buy it. Sometimes I just say, okay, next year. We'll take care of it next year. So I've got my decorations I've got to put away. I've got stuff I got to take home because we have got a Halloween party at my mom's house. And then I've got students turning in all of their nail supply, which is why this stuff is out. But I do need to put those things away. I need to finish putting the special effects makeup stuff away, although we're not done necessarily with that lesson. We're going to continue this week with it. But anyway, so that was it. The sophomores, I bought the food, and the freshmen, for their social, I told them bring something to share with the class. So I wanted to see, it's our first one for social. I wanted to see what kind of class, how it would turn out. Sometimes you have classes or groups of students that they will bring tons of stuff, and you have tons of stuff left over. And then you have classes where you have students that don't bring anything. I mean, this is what we got, right, for 3 class periods. So I just kind of want to see, engage, and then this will help me for our November social to see what we need to do or what we need to buy or what we need to organize. So sophomores have officers, but freshmen do not. And so that is also part of the, you know, how, you know, the sophomores kind of got some of the things together. Then freshmen don't have that. But anyway, so that is what I have for you today. I've got about an hour. I need to go do a lot of different things. I'm gonna clean up some, and then we have an Amazon order that's coming in today. Super excited, but there's a lot of little knick-knack things that I'm gonna have to put away as well. So, and the closet is a horrendous mess. I mean, literally I've been throwing things in there. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on. I haven't really been recording. There hasn't really been much to record. They've been working on projects, so I haven't really been doing, you know, like theory lesson type of things or hands-on and demos. I've been recording and putting them on the channel, but I need to go back and I haven't had time to sit down on my phone and edit the videos of where I left off at the end of last 6 weeks. And it's already been 6 weeks. So, all right, catch you later, see what we can get done.